Ali Gaucher.
Ali Gocha. Okay. Hey, workshop. How's it going? My name is Keller Reeves. Welcome to the comedy workshop. Sorry, I got distracted.
Sorry,
We have some technical issues that may just
we can't see
happen.
but you want to
Vacation.
be super fun.
Again, workshop, or what it is a where a group of comedians get topics, and then we try to write 3 to 5 minutes, and then perform 3 to 5 minutes in front of the other comedians, and then we try to give input. We try to have a lot of fun. It's a blast. I don't know what to say. I always have a good time doing this. So I got two people with me. Lexi Green, how's it going?
Living. Glad to be here. Glad to be here with a great hostess, Keller Reeves. Thank you for having me.
I remind everybody you're from Seattle, right?
I am. I just don't drive like them, so I won't report as a Washingtonian or Seattleite.
Yeah, you're a New Yorker. Right?
Yes, sir.
Did I pronounce
Born
that?
in New York and raised in Virginia.
Oh, right, yeah. But did I pronounce that right? New York? I can't.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. And the other comedian I have with us is Alia Gaucher. Did I say that right again? Sorry.
Ali Gaucher.
Ali Gaucher. My apologies. How's it going?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome. Yeah. As you guys already know that we're not getting video, but it's okay. We're going to have a lot of fun. Alia. Oh, man. I'm going to have trouble with this all night. I'm on vacation.
It rhymes with Somalia.
Oh, Alia. Okay, I got that now. Alia. Yeah. That help for you people out there. That's a good help too. It was Alia. Okay. Alia.
Great.
Where are you from, Alia?
I am from Athens, Georgia.
Nice. Athens, Georgia. That's gonna be fun. Cool. Okay, listen. My name's Keller Reeves. If I didn't say that, I'm your Monday night host. Comedy safe space. Is it safe?
Probably say.
And,
Somalia.
Help for you people out there. That's a good help.
I'm getting some feedback, I think, from somebody, but it's okay. Hey, so here's what we do. We got random topics. We're gonna try to perform on these topics to the best of our ability. You're gonna have fun. We're all gonna have fun. And guess what? I'm gonna go first because I am the host. I feel like I have to. And let's see. Then Alia. How's that sound? Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, my topic for the workshop number 393 is embryos. It's a fun one. Yeah. My favorite embryos are poached, actually, with a little hollandaise sauce, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, with Tabasco. That's pretty good. Sometimes like my embryo, sometimes like that. But it's only when I fuck up an omelet. That's the only time I get them scrambled. I fuck my omelet up. So, or fuck an omelet. It's up to you. Each case requires ketchup. That's what I want to say. So, yeah, I know. A fork, salt and pepper, like I said, and some lube. These are the times I remind myself what an idiot I am a lot of times. I just see this and I'm ashamed the next day of what I say. Okay, my second joke. That was my first one. Embryo. If you mix them with flour, you can make bread. It's really good. Okay, my joke 3. Okay. Embryo. It sounds like something a guy that was really into Monster Energy would say, You're like, to make an omelet, you gotta crack a couple of embryos, bro. So. Okay. So I'm laughing too. I just want to say that all my jokes are in the That's it. Just premises, no punchlines. Just beat a stage of joke writing. Okay. Hey, today's hot, right? Like it's so hot I could cook embryos on my driveway. Make myself this to you. Okay. Okay. Here's my last joke. Embryos, just one step above cum. Okay. Thank you.
That was fun.
Oh,
You did amazing.
That was awesome.
what'd you think, Lexi?
I instantly tried to find a way to, like, say, break a leg, but break an embryo. But you did. But it rhymes. Yeah. But it doesn't make sense. But it rhymes.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay, it's so dumb. It was
But
so dumb.
I don't know. You know, I love like dad jokes,
Yeah.
like real simple, like kind of cut to the punch, whether it's like a delay or you got immediate kind of jokes. And I felt like that was I always like your flow, and I always like the way you tell the jokes, and it makes it that much funnier. So I enjoyed it. You're cutting out some in between, so I didn't get everything. I apologize, but no, I think my favorite one has to be like the break some embryos, because I feel like they would, like the biggest person would say that, and you would have to just turn around and be like, am I big enough to like say something back, or should I just let this go? I think I'm gonna let it go. I think I'm gonna let it go.
Was that worth my time to deal with that guy to straighten it out? Of course. Yeah, it's totally dumb. Thank you, Lexi. Appreciate it. You broke up for me, so I heard a lot of your stuff, but I know what you're saying.
Can you hear me?
So, Alia, what do you think?
Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay.
I thought it was so much
Can you
fun.
hear me?
I was cracking up the whole time. Where you were like embryos, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And the first thing I thought was like, "Oh, I've never done embryo jokes. I'll take a crack at it." And I'm like, "That's corny, but I don't care. It's making me laugh."
They aren't. Sorry.
And then I was like, you were talking about how it's so hot you can cook embryos on the sidewalk. I don't know. I liked the whole thing. I thought it was great. I thought it was perfect. I especially liked how you were so comfortable with it. Like you weren't nervous at all. You were just like, yeah, let's do this. Bam, 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 bam.
I had to commit. I had to commit to the stupidness of it. That was the problem.
Great job. Great job. Totally fun.
I'm still giggling over it, having to do it. So that means it went well. So let's have a round of applause for me. Thank you very much. Everybody clap. That's what you do. Okay, cool. Okay, on to the next comedian, who's the very talented. We hang out a lot on these Monday nights. Enjoy us. We have a great time together. Put your hands together. The mean Lexi Green, everybody.
Woo! I can't hear anything.
No, me either. Oh no.
Oh, maybe she hadn't started talking yet.
No, she was. We're having some issues.
Oh, she's on mute. You got to unmute. There you go. There you go.
Oh no, she's muted now. There you go. Oh no. we have a technical difficulty, right? Everybody, a lot of giggling. So, but yeah, no, Lexi, we can't hear you for some reason, and you're chopping up. I didn't know if it was my side or your side, but it definitely, both of us can't hear you. There it goes.
You're so
Okay, there it goes.
comfortable with like you weren't nervous at all. It's like, yeah, let's do this. Bam, 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 bam.
Oh no, Lexi, we can't hear you still. Can you turn your video off, Lexi? We'll listen to you. Sorry. I just want to hear it.
Hey, you're gonna have to start doing an anonymous show where everyone's all blacked out.
Oh man, no can't even hear you that way.
Lexi, are you there?
No, we can't hear you at all now too. I'm sorry. Turn your video back. At least we can communicate a little bit. This is fun. The workshop's great. I always have a great time with it. KD has given us some info. Lexi and
Ventriloquist was that?
yeah.
Yeah, we're getting more views without showing ourselves.
Hey, Lexi,
Thank you very much. I have entirely too much fun doing this because this
Oh, there you are.
just reminds me of times when we didn't pay taxes. Like when you did this, you didn't pay.
No.
This reminds me of that 80s show with that robot girl called Small Wonder. And her dad was like this robot that was a pink box. And she would talk to her dad. And he was just like a bunch of little pink squares. Remember that show?
I remember the show. I never got that far in.
Now.
What was your word, Lexi?
Oh, we're having some technical difficulties for sure. Okay, I better grab. Hey, Lexi, can you try logging off and logging back in just to give this a go?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you sometimes, and then you leave in and out.
It's always me.
It's slow for her. Oh, she's logging out. There you go. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's recrafts this. Let's get back together. Oh, here we got Katie. Small Wonder.
Yes, I'm getting some feedback. Awesome.
You thought I was gone, and now I'm back.
Yeah, here we go. So we didn't hear anything. So we didn't know your topic yet. So
no, you're good. Can you hear me? And like it's fluid and everything is good now, right?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Sweet. So we're just gonna close fucking because I guess what are computers for? But
hey, someone in the group chat was like, "I have a feeling this is going to be a really good show," and despite the technical difficulties, I'm having a blast right now.
Okay, let's give her. Let's restart.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try whoever that is.
Yeah.
Okay, now now you're cutting out.
Everybody's cutting out.
Now you're cutting out, and I can't see the other person at all. Maybe I'm partially to blame. I'm gonna try to leave and come back.
Okay, sure. That's just the way it works.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, I had to do it earlier.
Maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe we should do like a 1, 2, 3, like attendance. In school, like clock in, clock back out here. Clock in, clock back out. Make sure it just doesn't happen during live.
Okay, I'm finally here.
Hey,
Third time's a charm.
Meant to be.
Okay, yeah, we got everything going.
All right. We're back in here. Okay.
Let's restart Lexi's thing, okay? We got to do from the start, okay?
Yeah, totally.
It's fantastic. You're going to love her because I love her. Put your hands together for Lexi Green, everybody.
Woo!
All right. So I got the topic judicial system. And to be completely honest, I'm not really interested. I wondered if there was
Loading.
when you got like specific tasks or topics. Is it loading or you can't see me? What am I?
Yeah, you're fine. I can see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I just muted Olive for a second because she can't see us or hear us. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first time I got arrested, it was only because I was playing like Captain Save-A-Ho. I feel like that's the only time I would ever get arrested and I would not be prepared. Was being the person that was like, I'm leaving the club, or like you see that one person that's entirely too drunk, you don't know where their friends are or why they have left them. And it's usually not your problem, but you're also thinking like, if this ends up on the news, this is gonna be on my conscience. This is gonna bother me every time I think about, going to the club or going to the bathroom myself. Can't do it. And I got arrested for it. You know how dumb you sound trying to tell the police, you shouldn't arrest me. I was just trying to save the day, being a black person in the middle of a foreign country, trying to help somebody who you thought and figured out was drunk. No, doesn't matter. We're gonna put you off because you broke curfew. I was like, I don't think America would have done this. I feel like because I'm an American, no, I don't get a chance to explain. You don't need a chance to explain because that's why there's curfew. And I was like, when I think about it, like you telling me there was a mass judgment, by like adults. Like, no. I know we
What
are
was Lexi's word?
70 years old, but we're gonna make everyone across a certain age be in the house. I don't think that would surf well in America. I don't think we would ride that boat. It would be like the beginning of COVID. We tried that. It didn't work. Imagine having the entire state be on one singular curfew.
All right.
I don't think it would work. We attempted. I'd love to see it though.
Well, I'm here and my mic's working.
Oh no.
Can you see me?
I can see you perfectly fine, Lexi. I can hear you and everything's good.
Okay.
Alia, can you hear us and everything else?
I can hear you. I can't see Lexi or hear her at all.
Oh, really?
Can you see and hear her? Is she talking right now?
Yeah, I can hear. Not right this second.
Okay, that's totally weird because I was like, "Wow, what's going on?" I can't hear or see her at all. So.
There you go. Is that?
I thought you were just being mean and muting me and like letting me wait while she does that.
How would you do that?
All right, let me go.
It's okay. I heard most of your stuff so far.
Can you hear me now, or you still?
Hey, you're gonna have to repeat your whole set in the chat.
No, so here's what's going on, everybody. So what's happening is that I can hear both of you perfectly fine, and both of you can hear me perfectly fine, but neither of you can hear or see each other, or either or.
No, I can hear and see her. I can hear and see her very clearly.
Hey, why don't you just repeat what she's saying? That way I don't miss anything.
Yeah, well, definitely. I don't know what's going on. This is a fun one. If anybody out there watching tonight, can you just tell us what's going on? Because this is pretty confusing. Okay, well, how about this?
Well, yeah, we only have one more joke, so that works.
Alaya, do you want to go off and come back in again one more time? We'll see if that fixes
it.
Okay. And no problem. Sorry, Lexi, I was hearing everything you said, but she just looked at me.
I only had like 2 jokes, so this is working out great on the fly.
Yeah. We'll see if this works now. Alaya, how's it going? Alia.
Boucher.
Now she can only hear you.
Can she hear me? Can you hear me, Alia?
She's not acknowledging us.
No, she can't. Hold on, let me try it. Can you hear me, Alia?
Okay, can anyone see or hear me? Because now I can't see or hear anyone at all.
Time skills. These are my time skills.
Well, it says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Can anyone write in the chat or comment? Because
good idea.
I'm feeling a little lost here.
Okay. This is why comics do stand up live, so we don't function up like that.
There you go. I don't know if you can see that out. Yeah.
We're gonna need a production team next time.
Have to do this. Wow, this is a fun one though, and we always have stuff. It's
You know, one of us should start working at Best Buy or something. So next time this happens, call one of Trusty Dusty's.
we still have 2 more Alias down here in the bottom. We haven't been able to kick out. You know what? It's gonna have to go forward. Okay. Oh,
Thought you were on the comedy.
I thought I was too.
Lexi, do you want to talk about what we said? You want to keep going or what?
Like I said, I have like one more. It's pretty much a one-liner for the most part. If you wanted to wait for her to come in for it, sure. If not, then I could send it.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun. What was your topic? I didn't even heard that part, too.
You're good. So my topic was the judicial system.
The judicial system. Man, that made so much sense now. Yeah, it made total sense. Yeah.
I'm kind of intrigued on what you guys heard without hearing the topic. Like how y'all put that together.
Yeah. Oh man, that whole thing was that whole ordeal was frustrating. I see Alia there, but we'll add her, but I think it'll be just a mess again. But wow.
Maybe it's because the judicial system I was talking about. I'm like the system, government was like, no, we're gonna shut this down.
Yeah. What foreign country was it?
It was Korea.
Oh, south of Korea, of course, right?
Yeah, North was kind of closed when I went over there, So I heard,
I just imagine like North Korea is like Disneyland to me. I'll never go there. I'll never go to either. I want to go to both of them, but
it's just not the time. It's just not, working out.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, but I'm probably too old for both of them. You know what I mean?
I mean, you are as old as you feel, in both states, you can go live an adventure in one, you can go live a life of adventure in another. How about that?
Yeah. Oh my! I was just telling Alaya that Alia, that,
yeah.
Maybe it's best to rebook because it's we're having some issues with this sort of thing with her. Maybe we should just move on. But
yeah, I saw that.
the way it works.
It's fun.
Yeah. You did get me thinking, like what's the guy North Korean leader Kim
Jong-un.
Yeah. He kind of has the same haircut as Mickey Mouse in a lot of ways. That's
the stick to like
and everything else,
stick
right?
up for like his ears, Mickey's ears, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Nope. Anyways, okay, cool. Let's go. I'm sorry I didn't have more feedback for you, Lexi. Chaos.
Oh no, you're good.
It was so much chaos. Well, hey,
We'll rerun it later.
how about we move on? The stalling part is too bad, but I wanted to see her jokes. I want to see what she said and everything else, but it's unfortunate. So
that's all right.
Here we go. She did right. Okay, she's just gonna go. Let's kick her out of here. Just be me and you. Remove from stream. There we go. We're all this is the fun. We don't have the laughter anymore, but that's no big deal.
That's sad. A little sad. I miss it. But I'll try my best for you.
I miss her a lot too. Okay, let's move on. Let's just that portion of the show quickly to this portion of the show where we get to do our own jokes. We get to do our own jokes. We give our own feedback. So we're going to try to make this nice and slow and easy going. Maybe make it. I'm going to go first. I'm going to go in the same order. That's the way it works. So me, then Lexi. I'm just pulling something up here because that's what I have to do. I can't remember anything anymore. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there's my embryo joke. I can't use those again. Okay, I didn't read that. I'm not going to use it. Okay.
They may be good ones, though.
Here's something I want to tell you, Alexi. I never told you this before about the first and only time I've ever done a hard drug in my life was a couple years ago, right before COVID. I tried MDMA for the first time for my birthday. You know, I was with a rugby tournament and somebody like kind of offered to me. I was like, no, I'm okay. No. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, no, I'm okay. He goes, come on, are you sure? And I was like, okay, I'll take it. And I took it, this MDMA, and I was really mad about I was mad at myself because I was just not really into that stuff, right? Because you know, like, because the way my buddy said, he walks up to me, he goes, hey, like, hey, listen, I can't remember. Listen, he goes, just gotta relax, okay? Just take it easy. just let it all happen. Just don't fight it, sort of thing, right? And I was like, man, that's the kind of thing a frat boy would say to you. Like, I don't. What are you? Like, you trying to? What is going on? What did I take? Actually, like, just relax, man. Just go with the flow. Relax, take it easy. Don't fight it. That was his big words. He just kept saying, "Don't fight it." And I was like, but then I was still kind of angry, right? And I was like, but it's really hard to stay angry when all you want to do is hug everybody, and that's what MDMA hug and hold people. I just couldn't stay mad, but I was overwhelming because I'm not used to that stuff. I don't do it, but it was overwhelming. So I remember taking this back seat, and this guy that gave me MDMA, he also gave me this Cuban cigarette. It was like a half cigar sort of thing. And I remember smoking. I got my little corner of this railing, and it's a big rooftop party at a rugby thing. It's on a deck, and I'm just sitting there, kind of cornered off. I light the cigar, and I'm just kind of puffing away. And this guy, he kind of like he rode by me on Heelys. You know what Heelys are? With those wheels. He kind of like just does a stop like that. That stop he does, like that's like a skater stop. He does like in front of me, right? I just kind of like, oh shit, and like I'm feeling good, but I was like kind of like, yeah, that's awesome. And then he sat beside me, he pulled out a vape pen. Now he's kind of fucking my groove up a bit, because I'm just puffing this thing. Just don't like. He had the whole space beside him, and he chose to sit beside me. And I'm just trying to cope, and I don't want to deal with this. And then he starts vaping a lot of vape. I don't know what was going on with him. He was blowing vape pens, just sucking them back and just blowing a huge puffs of smoke. So like, I had enough of this. I had enough. I took this cigar, and I took a big puff, and I just blew it at him. But it wasn't. I'm not a smoker, so it was kind of like it was more like a queef. Basically, just like just like get the smoke out properly. Just like, anyways, then he just took a huge drag because he wasn't doing it on purpose. That's what I felt. But he took a huge drag and just smoked me out, just like filled my face. And I was like kind of choked about it, right? I go, hey, you know the difference between this cigar and your vape pen? And he was like, what? He kind of gave me that nod, like, what? I go, I can put this out on your face. That's the difference from this and your on your face. How's that sound? He left me alone after that. But I was like having a really rough time at that point. What kind of side? Okay, so at that point I was like, okay, my friend, she has long hair and it's really curly, and she started like doing this thing in my face, and I thought there were spiders. I said, fuck, I'm leaving. So I go back to my tent. Okay, I go back to my tent, and it was like, okay, I get in my tent, and all I want to do is hug somebody. All right, I got nothing, but I do have this volleyball someone threw in my tent, so I'm like now hugging this volleyball. I had no idea where it came from, but now I'm just, just like I got it. It's like it's my comfort thing now. Everybody needs that comfort pillows. I didn't have a pillow like that. I had this volleyball, and I go to sleep, and I had this magical dream. Magical dream. It was like I dreamt of these clowns. I was being chased by clowns. Okay, these crazy, those crazy clowns with the sharp teeth and like bloods on their face. They just either chase me.
Yeah.
I'm running away from these clowns in my dream, and I stop in my dream. I go, hey, Keller, you're on MDMA. They probably just want to hug you. And I remember turning around now and chasing these murderous clowns. Just come on, just hug me. Just come on, just hug me. Just hug me. And that beautiful dream was woken up. It was all true. some guy was playing acoustic guitar at 7 a.m. outside my tent. He's sitting there jamming away outside my tent and wakes me up from this beautiful clown dream. And I don't want to leave the clown dream. I love it. And I woke up and I get up, and if anybody knows me, it's like the thing is that I do not like acoustic guitar at a campfire. It's like there's a place in time for acoustic guitar.
Okay. Okay.
Something like that. Not at a campsite. Just keep that shit away from me, okay? But I get up, and this guy, this nice young gentleman, he's like playing guitar, and I'm hungover. I'm, still on MDMA. I'm still feeling the aftershocks of it. I don't know what the feeling is. I'm still going, but he's playing guitar. And I look at my friends and like, what do you got? Where did he come from? They're like, I don't know. He just showed up and started playing guitar, so we just let him. So I just walked up to him nicely, and I was like, I just try to shush him like you'd shush like a cattle or a cow. Or you're like something. So I stood over him, kind of like, shush, come on, shush, 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 shush. He's like looking up at me. I'm like, come on. I'm just leaning closer to him to, come on, move. Like, shush, come on, move. Shush, shush, shush. Like, doing that to him. Like, shush. And he gets up. He's like, what the fuck, man? I go, like, man, that's not you. Just you can't be here right now. You please just go, okay? You can't be here. I'm having a rough morning already. And you're the cause. You got to go. And he's like, listen, what, man? You don't like guitars? You don't like guitars? I go, and I just had enough. Okay, I was like, no, F you. I'll say it. I just said, fuck you, man. This is not a guitar campsite. This is a banjo campsite. And I walked in my truck and I grabbed my banjo. It came out and just hit a couple things because I have a banjo at all times. Because when you go on a trip anywhere, you never know when you need a banjo. And this is one of these times I needed a banjo. So I had it and I played it off. And this guy, he looked so sad at me. And he just looked at me and he goes, man, we could have jammed together. I'm like, no, we couldn't. No, fuck off, buddy. And I kicked him out of the tent, put my banjo away. I was hungover. And this is the last part of this story, Lexi. Okay, I've probably gone too long, but it's fun to say.
No, I'm enjoying this a lot.
I had to play rugby on MDMA in the morning. I was like, oh, man. I looked at my buddy and go, hey, man, like, when's this stuff supposed to, like, die out? And he's like, it goes, I don't know, like 12, 14 hours. And I'm like, oh, we got to play rugby. He goes, yeah. Like, okay. So I went out and played, and I'm like, I was actually pretty good. I played pretty good because I was really fierce. I just was tackling people, jumping on, just like grabbing them, and but the problem was I kept getting penalties because I just I'd hold them down a little too long, kind of nuzzle into them a bit. They'd always be fighting away from me. I'm like, come on, man, like comb in there, like, come on, just relax, don't fight it, take it. Anyways, that's my joke for tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, thank you.
Well done.
What do you think?
Well, first off, I love everyone. I don't know why. It's maybe just me thing, like explorative and curious. I feel like I love everyone's first drug story. Like when you're actually curious and you're just trying to explore something. And I don't think it's just like sex. It never goes what you think it is. It's not. It's whatever you think it is. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to overthink it. It is drugs, whatever the case may be. And it always ends up funny. So I felt like that's also like a really kind of ballsy thing to say, because a lot of people like don't like to say that they use drugs for the first time because they're scared of people's going to think like, oh, so you occasionally or you still use it. It's like experimental has never been a thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Kudos for putting that out there. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I think that would have been like if that was a whole like Dare commercial, I would probably try drugs, but only once in reverence to like the story. Like,
yeah,
I know, we're not supposed to take drugs, but my man was unbeatable on the field, and the only penalty was like I was hugging too long. Suck it up. You're upset because you lost. Now bring it in.
Yeah.
Like in hugs solve everything at the end of the commercial or something.
Yeah, almost all that is true, or at least based on something's true. That was a whole night of my adventure. Just it was like chaos and fun and everything else. It was like, yeah, it was a neat little weekend. But yeah,
it's good. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for telling the story. And besides that, the only had the other thing was besides enjoying the story, the part where you were with the banjo, and you were like, "There's always a banjo moment." My girlfriend watches Bob's Burgers, and he had an episode that did the same thing, and instantly, I had to like calm myself in the head because I knew it was a joke, like to build up to something else. But I was like, do not bust out laughing right now because he's having like he's a Bob's Burger, like he has a banjo ready. That's hella funny. I think that's hilarious.
Oh,
I vote for it. I vote for it.
Vote for it. Nice.
I vote for it. Yeah, I like both. I like acoustic. I feel like I didn't like bluegrass music for a long time, and I'm not the best one, but I have a couple of songs that I'm willing to work through. But like, I think it's just funny the contrast of like a banjo and a acoustic guitar. It's like I'm not trying to be me, and they're both kind of like subtle, kind of really passive aggressive kind of instruments, and they're like passive aggressively trying to go like, this is my vibe, man. You should go. It's like, no, we can do it together. No, we can't. Different vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a like a refined or like an antique kind of hippie joke or like a banjo country joke, and I appreciated that. That was pretty fun.
Well, it's a true thing too. I do carry a banjo with me on those big trips. I don't know why it's funny to me, but I always joke about it. But yeah, I do take it with me. But yeah, no, it's I gotta be that guy. It's you gotta be ready and prepared. I'm a Boy Scout. You always got that banjo. That's one of the items because you have to serenade some people to get out of problems.
Speaking of Korea, yeah, I thought it was hella cool. I don't know when. One day I just decided that I wanted to add like on a nickname to myself, and I decided that I was gonna carry around like grill matchbox, like those plastic or those cardboard boxes that have like 100 to 200, 300 matches in them, and I would carry them so people would call me Matchbox Greens because I would smoke cigarettes, and whenever I would light a cigarette, I would just light it in my pocket and basically pull out lit fire from my pocket and light my cigarette and throw it off. And like if you didn't know it, it just looked like I pulled lit fire from nowhere, and like I'd be walking away like subtly in a crowd or whatever, and someone goes, "What the f was that? Don't worry about it. Want me to light your cigarette?" Or like, and I would do it, and that was my trick. But it took like 3 dedicated months of doing this at like the same bar, the same routine every day. I had to like at the smoke pit. I'd be the first one, like beat people with lighters. Got it. And then one day it just went horribly wrong, and I lit my pocket. But I already had the nickname, so it didn't matter. I lit my whole fucking like $40 pants. I lit the whole pocket on fire, the whole cargo pocket. But I got the nickname, so it worked. It worked. I feel you. Sometimes you just gotta go there with it just to make a point. I'm that person.
Yeah. I'm fantasizing now when we see each other finally. Because you're just down in Seattle, and I go down to Seattle a lot, so I haven't tried comedy yet, but I'm gonna try and get to hook up and maybe hang out with you. And you're gonna light my joint that way. That's what we're gonna agree to. Right?
I would absolutely just got you. I got you.
Yeah. Awesome. That'd be cool.
If I don't light my pocket on fire, please.
Don't wear polyester.
I'll try my best. I do a lot of cotton though, and jean. I like black. Black and fire go well.
Yeah, that'd be hot, like warm right now.
Yeah, we gotta wait like 3 weeks from now because the sun right now. You could light a cigarette on a windshield, but I got you for that later. Later, got you.
I don't even want to talk about. I saw a car that was burnt up on the way in, and when I was driving today, and it was like the van totally burnt up. I think from the electro got too hot or something like that, heated up, and this guy got the jaws of death out and everything. Oh, horrible thing to see. So.
Ooh.
That's wow. I brought the story down right before I bring you up.
Yeah, there's the dark mode.
I'm trying to get the advantage over you.
There, you won that one. Yeah, I watch Bones. Yeah, I watch it after it's already done. You take part. Check out the murder. I love Bones. I love Bones, NCIS. I love Lie to Me.
I didn't think anybody would like this. I wrote at least 3 minutes on Bones on Saturday. I got up and smoked a joint at 6. Bones is on TV, and I wrote 3 minutes of it. I'm gonna have to do it for you next time.
Well, you need to make like a workshop backstage, like a double XL workshop backstage, comics uncut or something of it, and I would totally be down like to break down shows that get your mind going and you're like going to that rabbit hole. I would totally be down for that. Just go into it.
No, but I have nobody to watch the show with because she won't let me hackle the show anymore. Like I think the show is that bad, but so weird and funny at the same time. Like I kind of like it, but I dislike it mostly. So I just cut into it. My wife hates it, so I don't have anybody to talk to about that stuff. And All I want to say is that the show really should have been on Nickelodeon. That's what I really want to say. Bones should have been on Nickelodeon. That's how cartoony that show is. So that's pretty much my whole essence of the thing. But yeah. We'll talk.
I can see her mildness like appealing to social anxiety in high school. Like, what do you mean I'm not socially acceptable? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
And Booth. Oh man, we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. Booth. Holy smoke. That guy. Wow. What? Holy shit, Booth. I cannot stand him. Okay. If you haven't seen Bones, I'm sorry for all that. I couldn't help but get segued. That's how important it was to me. Just release this stuff I've been holding in so much from my wife that won't let me talk about Bones. How much I like it. Oh, it's like a big relief, people. That was nervous energy right there. Okay.
It's a comedy safe space for you, man.
Yeah, comedy safe space. Hey, my wife will not watch this. I did not invite her to the group. Okay, everybody, let's move on with this one, though. Hey, okay, so our next comedian is going to do her material, her fantastic, hilarious material, and I'm going to pay attention fully with no interruptions. Okay, so put your hands together. I'll put my hands together for Lexi Green, everybody.
So I was gonna do a set about bears because I'd done it before and I had learned a couple more things about it since then. But Keller, of course, inspired me to change it up. So we're gonna talk about the first time I've ever done drugs. So as you can see, on a good day, the sun is out. So my ethnicity does show a little bit. Just don't. It's a fluorescent light. Okay, I am on my birth certificate. It says it. I'm Black. All right. So I also was raised by a single mother that beat certain things out of me, like keep your hands to yourself when you're in the store. That way, you never can say you steal. I never took my hands in my pockets. Don't walk out and look directly in the sun. Ask questions before you try anything. Don't eat everyone's food. So those lessons of such. So I didn't explore a whole bunch of things because I knew I had to wait to a certain age not to get my ass beat if I explored that thing. Because I was not good at lying. I had this face that like told you I was lying because I would look completely dumb. I would look like a puppy as soon as you caught me in a lie. You didn't even have to catch me. You just had to say the lie back, and I would be like, "Damn, that does sound dumb." And then I would just look at you because now I know what I sound like. That kind of thing. All that being said, I usually kept myself in the house so that way I don't have to explain nothing. You can't say I went out and did anything. I don't be any streets. I'm always in the house. You can probably find me in the room or in someone's room watching a movie, vibing out. That was my teenage years. I didn't go outside too much. That being said, my mother got used to it, and I just didn't ask to go out. I just did like home responsibilities. This one time, a new kid came to school and asked me to come to his party. I was like, he got as much popularity as me because he's new in school, and I've been in this school system for about 4 years. Let's do it, Come the day of the party, I go to said party. I bring a friend that I do know because that's a smart thing to do. Also, I have someone else's phone to text when my mom, when my shit dies and she act like I didn't text her, because that's just how Black moms are. You can message, but the point is I need you to know the lethality of if you don't talk to me, I'm going to come beat your ass. That's the kind of thing. Like, I don't just like you, I love you because you belong to me and I'm going to have to snatch you up because I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not going to jail for you. That kind of thing. So you got to keep them updated about your outings on a regular basis. I was not good about charging my phone. I didn't need that in my life. I was too busy out here trying to get these grades and get the hell out of this buckwheat country I was stuck in. So I go to the party. We get there, arrive, and it is absolutely mild. For me, it's as wild as the party can get. I didn't know that this was a mild party. I thought parties consisted of just dancing by one person, I guess. Music being played, food was there for availability, and someone that's older than everyone else that doesn't let the dumb shit happen to excess capacity. That was good enough for me to be here. That's why I'm here. Let's boogie. I got the yes from the moms. Took me this long. We're cool. About 30 minutes into the party, after you walk around and do your little shimmy and high of everyone that you do know, me and exactly 2 people, the person that invited me and the person I came with. The person I came with had another friend show up and invited me to the back to go smoke. I'm a person, I'll be in the vibe. I just don't like anyone to feel judged. I'm not smoking personally. Why? I suck at lying. if I smoke, if I take anything, if I don't know, maybe I'll have alcohol in the water. I don't know, maybe. I don't want to go back to get the ass whooping to deal with it. That's the point. But I'll be in the ambulance, you know, I just want to see what's happening. So I can't say, you know, that something happened without my eyes on it. That's how you get fucked up. That's how you get kidnapped. That's how you get out. That's not about me, right? So go outside, chit-chatting. All of a sudden they bring out a blunt or a joint at the time because I didn't know the difference. I thought all things that, you know, you rolled up yourself was a blunt. Apparently it's not. It is. I only know one person smoking it. They're passing around, keying, having a good conversation. No one's really dying. No one's, you know, falling on their back. No one's doing all the things that their commercial said they were going to do. I felt like I was lied to. I felt like my life was on the line being a punk or trying to believe what I've just seen on this propaganda. I was like, no, fight the power. The revolution will not be televised. Try it out. That way you could be like, I tried it, bossed it, went about my little party, went home and watched Disney. What's up, you know? So I take a little, I slip in the circle. I don't actually get in because, you know, if you get into a smoke circle for real, you don't leave it until what smoking is gone. So you just stick your foot in real quick. And, you know, when it's coming that way, take a couple puffs, slide your foot out like the, you know, Cupid shuffle. A couple puffs. Was good. I was fine, you know, the oxygen seemed oh so plentiful around me. But then I exhaled, and then I didn't know I had this like mystical power to feel when munchkins or gnomes or something grabs your lungs and starts taking it into their hoard for themselves. But that's what happened. Some magical creature grabbed my lungs when I started exhaling this weed and pulled it. I'm just guessing where Alice went when she was in the Wonderland, because instantly I was 5'3" about this time. I was suddenly about 2'2". The ground was so close, it just felt so heavy. I felt like I dropped my lungs and I needed to be finding them now before my mom showed up. Time sped up and slowed down in the same second. And I couldn't control it. I also have asthma. So in my head, this was an asthma attack. I was like, oh, this is where I die. If I die, my mother is going to kill me. She has medical bills. They're going to find out I'm dead. I cannot do this. So I was like, listen, we can't die right now. So we're going to go inside and find that one person that you came in here with. Why didn't you stay with that one person the whole fucking time? Because I'm my own motherfucker. I do what I want. I experiment. And that's what got us here. That's exactly what's got us here. That's why we're trying to find the person that we came with. Apparently, in that 3-second walk or 10-minute walk, I find the person that I'm here with. I sit down beside her, and she immediately knows not only am I high, I am ripped off my ass. In your head, when you're high, you do things a lot more pristine, or you're at least focusing on it, depending on what high you're on. In my head, I was doing like a real smooth tiger kind of sit down, you know, like slide into the seat and lean back, you know, and get exhale. What actually happened was I smoked some weed. All 8 people that were inside of the building that I was in now are looking at me, wondering who I'm trying to hide from, because they are also high. They just have done this shit before, and I have not.
Yeah.
In my head, I felt like if I stuck to the chair and didn't move, like that just meant the rest of reality wasn't real, because the only thing that was real was me and the chair. So as long as I kept my feet and body still, nothing would happen. And then it went downhill because someone came in the room with popcorn shrimp. I didn't know I liked popcorn shrimp to this extent. I just thought I liked it like, you know, a kid would like chicken nuggets, you like fries occasionally. I didn't feel myself get up. Something grew from my stomach and grabbed at the bowl from the person's hand that was in the doorway, and I just hoarded it. I just grabbed it like it belonged to me the whole time. This was like a 5-pound bowl with 3 pounds of popcorn shrimp that I had instantly decided was the place where I needed to be. And I became the popcorn shrimp goblin. Like, everyone had to get past me and I kept smacking the shit out of people's hands because I didn't want them to eat all the popcorn shrimp. And the friend that was beside me was like, "You can't do that." It's like, "It's not your shrimp." I was like, "I know, but they're just moving slow enough, and I can hit them. I feel like I should."
Yeah, just for fun. Is that it?
That was the tax he told they should be paid. Like, you should have moved fast enough. No, you didn't make it. Like the cat, you know, it was like, no, try it again. It was, and this went on for like an hour and a half in real time, an hour and a half. I had ended up eating an immense amount of popcorn shrimp and like falling asleep with the bowl like this, still holding, because like I have a job to do. I have to hold up the bridge and secure the popcorn shrimp. But fell asleep on my friend just like this for like an hour to 45 minutes to like an hour before she called my mom and was like, we're ready to roll. You know, she's eaten. She's had a couple bottles of water here and there, and we're ready to head out. As soon as I heard that, something in my hive was like, no, you need to get up now, because I don't think you see what she's going to see when you get up. You're not ready to go home. You're sleeping, and you're not going to be sleeping in the car. Like, this isn't going to pass. There's going to be questions to be answered when you get to the car. I used to like to sober myself up. Like, and it's not like a drunk sober. You can, or a drunk and fix yourself sober. Like, you can't just snap it together. You have to like unglue your body from things and like properly set your spine where it's supposed to be. And then like if you've never been high, if you've never had to forcefully like think about how to open your eyeballs, how to like meditate to remove one eyelid from the other in order to continue your mission for the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That is how high I was. By the time we got to the car, my mother saw that I was so high on the way to dropping a friend off. She didn't even ask questions. She didn't get a chance to. I got in the car. As I got into the chair, slid, bumped. In my head, my eyes were wide open, and I was prepared for conversation. I had even opened my friend's door to get in the car. You know, I'm very motive. I got motor skills. I'm motivated. I'm up in my head. I did not know my eyes look like the parts people bite off of pennies. It was smaller than paper slips. Okay? She didn't even get a chance to question, and I don't even think she had the energy to get mad. She instantly started dying laughing. Because I look like Jerry when he's laughing at Tom. My eyes are completely closed as far as she can see. She didn't even beat me though. So that was how that was my story. Thank you.
Hey, that's great. Everybody clap out there if you're watching. Awesome. Tom and Jerry reference. Classy. That's a great one. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job. Yeah. One thing I liked right away with that joke, I loved your style too. Like, we always joke about it. And you know what? One thing I'm going to say that I always feel with you that we're in like a smoke circle, like you were talking earlier. Like, me and you just sitting in this circle talking and jabbing and blabbering on about these stories that we know and have fun. So I hope everybody else there likes it. This is not the 420 show, but still close enough. But yeah, so anyways, but I always have fun with you. Our vibes and everything are great. The one that you talked about, your mom taught you to keep your hands to yourself. I was that way too, but you made me think of another line for that. Be like, yeah, she made me a window shopper in the super, just like, you know, your window shopping, just can't touch anything, just look. That's always the way I felt. So I think that helped you out.
I'm gonna put that in there. Yeah, before it was like a fad and a phrase. It was like, no, because you're not gonna get me in trouble in this store. Put your hands in your pockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing too is you remind me of a joke when you're telling me, like, I like that when someone reminds me of a joke I always want to tell and I always forget about it. It's a real short one. It's funny. Can I tell it? Do you mind if I interrupt your time?
Oh no, go ahead. Absolutely.
That's why it reminded me about it. Like, I have a 23-year-old kid, right? He's 23, so I mean, like, he's allowed. Pot's illegal. He gets high. I get high, right? But I always like to look at him when I know he's high, but I'm also high. You know, I always like to look and go. I just go and just kind of yell at him, like, "Are you on drugs? Are you on drugs? Tell me right now, are you on drugs?" He was like, "Yes, I am." I'm like, "Okay, fine. What are you on?" Anyways, but that's pretty much the joke it reminded me of. So going off with memory, but yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, the same thing. Like, my parents wouldn't have cared. They're hippies, right? So they would have just laughed about it too.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, your smoke circle stuff was funny too. I like when you stepped in and you slid in and slid out, and like you're doing the same slide in for the chair. Like that, you should maybe reference that as a callback when you talk about getting the chair. Like I slid in like I was getting out of I was keeping my foot into a smoke circle or something like that. You know, maybe I figured it out probably better than I can with that thing. But and oh, I wrote a note down, but I can't remember what it is. Smaller than. I wrote down smaller than for some reason. Maybe you said something smaller than. I'll have to watch again. It was at the end. But anyways, but yeah, you got me excited about the other stuff. So, but yeah, no, yeah, you did great. I always loved your vibe too. I always fun. I know I like when you don't have a lot of people on here. You and I just kind of have fun like this. So, not that I kicked you, Ollie. We still love you all. It's okay. You can come
We'll
back.
see. Hopefully, see her soon. You know, or at least, yeah, she knows she's gonna be on here Mondays. So
Yeah. We'll get her on again this week. It was just a faux pas, of course. But yeah, that was great, Lexi. That was awesome. So, yeah.
thank you.
As we end the show, let's talk about ourselves a bit. Where can we find you next little while? Maybe your social media. Give us some info.
I am actually still on Instagram. Going more to like picture taking. So if any of you guys like to, like funny clothing, I like graphic tees or anything. So please tag me in any of the like if you have like Spencer kind of shirts. I will definitely support those when on stage or on the workshop if you would like. You can find me on YouTube as Lexi Green, and the same thing for Facebook. And then I'm actually going to Nate Jackson's Best of the Rest show coming the 2nd here in Tacoma. So if you're here and you're able, you should definitely go. It's an amazing club and amazing establishment. And the businessman, Nate Jackson, is a great guy. Very, very hearty, very fun, and packed in like environment. Like it's well taken care of for production to work on jokes for young comedians.
That's awesome. Yeah. I haven't heard of them, but that sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing more about that, how far you go and how that show goes. And we'll be seeing each other a bunch of times on here. We do a lot of Mondays. I do every Monday, actually, folks, if you didn't know. I like just lean. For some reason, I like to lean into the camera right now. It's just something I want to keep just smiling into the camera. It looks disingenuous in a way, but almost like I'm a puppet.
It looks good for like the photo that they take now. You should do that for one of the photos, just like Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. Let's do that now. I can just snap it now because I got the iPad going.
Now I gotta strike a pose. It's usually like taken and I don't know about it. I don't know. Like now I feel like conscious. I gotta strike a pose.
Yeah, it's too much work. I'll have to come back later for it, but it was fun.
Yeah, just do it on the fly.
Exactly. Hey, just so you guys know, my name is Keller Reeves. You can find me on social media if you want to check me out. Keller J Reeves on everything. I really don't spend a lot of time on the Facebooky thing anymore. So, but you can check it out. I will answer some things. I'm just not quick to answer. How's that sound? Quick, So, but I will see it. Twitter, I have the bell. I have the little whatever tweet thing. So that's always comes up on my phone. So you can check that out. I'll hear you right away on that. But anyways, it's no big deal. I'm yabbering on because it's been a long night. It's like temperatures are like 108 here or something like that. Horrible Phoenix weather. I mean, like it's Phoenix. It's green right now. That's how fucking shitty it feels. But hey, anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching and contributing. And Alia, hopefully I can't remember her last name. You remember her last name? Alia Gaucher. Alia Gaucher. We hope to have you back. And you should check her out too, because she was laughing and she was funny when we had her for the short amount of time. Anyways, thank you guys very much. This has been Keller and Lexi. See ya.